Over the years, Libala's church membership has increased from 1,000 to more than 4,000 congregants. As a result of this growing membership, many worshippers have been unable to find space inside the 54-year-old church building. Gladys Chilandani, a church member, now explains the challenges of worshipping in a congested church.
Speaking as a parent, the church that we've been congregating into, it's outlived its usefulness because it has become small. We are so many. We have reached an extent where mothers or parents are leaving their children home because it's a requirement now because of the pandemic that is amidst us. Because when parents come, they leave their children home, you find that their minds will be divided. They won't worship completely. They will be worrying about home, whether the children are safe.
In 2009, Libala Church embarked on a project of constructing a 3,000 capacity new church at a cost of 12 million kwacha, or approximately $571,428. Zambia's fourth president, Rupia Banda, officiated at the groundbreaking ceremony for the project on the 28th of November 2010. The two-story building will have a mother's bay, 2 conference rooms, a studio, and the pastor's office, among other facilities aimed at improving the worship environment. Walia Chamululu, the elder in charge of the church building committee, explains the progress achieved over the last 11 years.
The initial total cost for this particular project was 12 million kwacha. The first phase of works involved substructure works and also part of the superstructure. That segment of work took about 4 million kwacha. That amount of money accounted for almost 40% of the works, which means that we are remaining with about 60% of works. In terms of money value, the total amount remaining for us to completely finish this particular project is 8 million kwacha.
Former Libala Church pastor Morgan Chivala, who is now Director of Family Ministries at the Woodlands Conference, says the new church will strengthen families in Libala Township and other surrounding areas.
In family ministries, our interest is to see churches that will nurture families in a godly manner. To look after this kind of a membership, we will not run away from comfort. Times have changed. So we want a church that will accommodate families. When they come to worship, they are safe.
In this regard, the church leadership is appealing for contributions to raise the remaining 8 million kwacha, or $380,952 to complete the new Libala church.
This mammoth task is too big for us as members. Coupled with the difficulties of raising funds from the membership, we've been hit with COVID, which has slowed down the inflow of monies coming for this project.
It is for this reason that we are appealing to the church members, those that have bigger potential, little potential, whatever that can be given towards the completion of this building.
I want to appeal to all those that love the Lord to come on board and join hands with the Libala Seventh-day Adventist Church in putting up a house of prayer. We expect much from Libala because of its strategic location. Libala is going to accommodate a lot of gatherings, a lot of funeral services, a lot of church weddings. So why don't you come on board and join hands in this noble program? Come and join with us.
On behalf of the producer, Lucky Munagampe, and media consultant, Brian Hatyoga, I am Paddy Mugando, wishing you God's blessings as you plan to contribute towards the completion of the new Libala Church project.
Small and medium enterprises, SMEs, are the backbone of the economy across the globe. SMEs account for the majority of businesses worldwide and are important contributors to job creation and global economic development. They represent about 90% of businesses and more than 50% of employment worldwide. In Zambia, just like other sub-Sahara African countries, the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted SMEs negatively. In this multi-series documentary, we speak to SMEs in various categories to understand the impact of COVID-19 on SMEs in Zambia. In Lusaka's Kabwata market, which is one of the oldest markets in Zambia, we speak to both business owners, employees, and community leaders, and this is what they had to say.
Grace Mwanza, Mbomba Pano. Ninevo chef in short. COVID-19 pandemic if you want to understand the virus from animal to human. Ile paya. So we don't conquer managers. Nama guidelines aya tupera bakateka. Awe nana ichita affects one thing. Otherwise tware shtisha kwalisa bako countdown but we bakwati yo mateka we only epa rengera na business kuti wekere fye punch. Otherwise apata kure shapwe fionze business na iwekera punch last na tubika man sanitizer masking up no kusamba kuminwe regularly with soap and running water. Alamwe bantu alaisen fe tulimbikire fyo konka fe nama ayama health guidelines aya COVID-19 twarai chimfya nga twakonka fe ama health guidelines ukusamba kuminwe to mask up to sanitize and to stay indoors ngatamule bomba.
My name is Joseph Piri. I'm with Baba. We used to have a lot of customers before COVID, but now people are not moving the way they used to move. Schools have been closed. The children can't come to have their haircut. I usually tell them to put on their mask, and I also do the same. Because I've been affected by business by this coronavirus, the best thing government should do for stakeholders is to come in and help us in any way, financially or any other things.
My name is Daisy. I'm working here at DATIZI at the business center. COVID-19 is that it's a deadly disease and that can be transmitted through droplets and body contact. Wow, it has really affected the business because before this place would be very full and our sales are quite low. Business is very slow right now. We have put some measures, and these are, we're making sure every person that's coming in here has their masks on. And we have a bucket of soap and water outside there. And then also we are encouraging social distancing.
Tufati bakurwara ko mutwe ofamala mubiri ukaba hana chitafekti bakasoma tabengira tabende siba twafurisha ko yako bachitakwata ko ya mauda twali bakwachitwali kala fe panchi tatukwata ufufu trader nda ulafia na itona wina business so tatushimanga ikapwadisa ngayamu ya nishtukala kala fe finofine.
My name is Edson Stima. I'm a leader at Kabwata Market. I'm under MAC, which is called Market Advisory Committee. COVID-19, my understanding is that it's this pandemic that has affected, I should say, the entire world. And I think it's a disease or rather a virus that attacks mostly the respiratory system, okay? And I think like the healthy department have insisted that we should wash our hands, sanitize our hands, put on face mask, and I think even the social distance, that will help us to eradicate this pandemic. This pandemic has affected the entrepreneurs, the traders in Kabwata market so much, because others have been relying on things that they can import and other goods that they can export. And those that are able to bring in goods, they have actually increased the prices almost every day. The price, when you go to order, you'll find it at a different pricing. So that has affected them so much. And because of people that are told to stay home, you do not have people to buy even when you have goods. And money is hard to come by, and marketeers have got a lot of bills on their hands. They have run rates, electricity bills, water bills, and I think that has affected them so much, and they need a relief either from stakeholders or from the government itself. Well, there are not so many measures other than what they have improvised themselves. Usually when you have such a pandemic, you source money maybe from friends, from relatives, but I think the best way that one can be empowered is maybe when government would give them grants, or maybe some revolving funds that one can be able to pay back, or grants that little grants that one can survive on. I think government can do so much in this manner, even other stakeholders, because as marketeers and small entrepreneurs, most of what they deal in is a daily product, and if they do not sell that one, it means that they have no food at home. I would urge my friends and entrepreneurs, traders, that let's adhere to the rules of the health, that we should put on face mask, we should wash our hands, we should observe social distance. And on the business aspect, I would urge the government, the stakeholders, to come through these markets, because the marketeers, the entrepreneurs, they are really having it hard to survive, because it has hit them so hard that even seeing them come early in the morning, sitting under the sun, waiting for someone to come and buy, it is something very hard. For one to sit and see one customer, it is hard. So I would urge the government to really help them, give them the grants, give them something that they can actually use for this time, and that will go a long way.
The COVID-19 pandemic impacts are having dramatic effects on the well-being of families and communities. For SMEs, lost income due to an outbreak like COVID-19 can translate to spikes in poverty, missed meals for children, and reduced access to basics like education, healthcare, clean water, sanitation, or housing.
Sing, he paid the price and Jesus bore it all. I've heard them sing, I'm coming home, and heed the master's call. I've heard them sing the modern songs and songs of long ago. But amazing grace, so sweet the sound, is the sweetest song I know. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Oh, how sweet is the sound. No sweeter song in this life could be found. Heard about the Savior's blood, washed as white as snow. But amazing grace, how sweet the sound is the sweetest song I know. It was the song my mother sang in sweet and humble voice. Like music from the world above, it made my soul rejoice. Its soothing words and melodies like the rippling waters flow. But amazing grace, how sweet the sound is the sweetest song I know. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Oh, how sweet is the sound. Sweeter song in this life could be found. Heard about the Savior's blood, washed as white as snow. But amazing grace, how sweet the sound is the sweetest song I know. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Oh, how sweet is the sound. Sweeter song in this life could be found. Heard about the Savior's blood, washed as white as snow. But amazing grace, how sweet the sound is the sweetest song I know. But amazing grace, how sweet the sound is the sweetest song I know. But amazing grace, how sweet the sound is the sweetest song